Welcome back to the Passionfruit Podcast. I am Isaiah, your host, and today I have with me a very special guest, Dylan.
Hi guys, Isaiah, thank you for having me here.
No problem, my guy, no problem. I say I'd have you on the show because it's just now. Today we have a very special episode today. Usually, I just talk about these topics, but today we have a different kind of topic, something a little more fun and entertaining for everyone. But all right. So I say he's just like me in terms of with the music and stuff like that. Cause I'm sure y'all are aware that from the past couple episodes you heard me talk about Drake and Kanye a lot. Alright? A lot. But before we get into that, how has your quarantine been, Dylan?
Well, boy, home. I've been home for the past few, well, I shouldn't say months, but years, doing nothing. Government don't want to hire. So I just home doing nothing. Just born when my friends say they want to go anyway, I did. But other than that, I just home.
Yeah, I feel it. That home thing is really affected. But also what have you learned in this time and stuff? What skills did you gain or anything like that?
What, during quarantine?
Yeah. What it did that was interesting during quarantine, at least that.
I don't think it have much to do. It basically got my phone 24/7, watching movies, that kind of stuff.
Well, for y'all who don't know, Dylan is also a up-and-coming chef. He a very good cook. Like whenever he cook it, he posts up his food and he posts up his cooking and all that. It's a really nice, interesting thing that sometimes I just catch myself watching it, and sometimes right on the what he doing, these steps, so I can probably try to cook the food he cooking, but. Nah,
they probably heard about me. I asked Gordon Ramsay about me, he knows.
Yeah, next up, chef here, guys. But we will get into that later down in the road, alright? So today we're gonna do an album review of both Donda and Certified Lover Boy. Donda by Kanye West and Certified Lover Boy by Drake. Y'all know I'm a Drake fan, probably gonna do that. But I'm going to try to be as not biased as possible, but then after I'll have my biases, that's just how it goes. Everybody has biases. So all right, so to start off, we're gonna start off with Donda as it released first on Sunday at about 8 a.m. Come like an actual service, Sunday service time, right?
Yeah.
So when I first got the the notification that Kanye dropped his album Donda, I was like, okay, but the thing is, we kind of heard the album before because of the listening parties and stuff, so we know what we was expecting from the album.
And plus, he was supposed to drop the album like on some other previous dates, but me, I just keep checking my phone every time he say, because we all know Kanye kind of
when he ready,
right? When he ready. So like he say one date, we checking that date. The album then drop that date. He call the next date. So and then we finally got the date. I think it was what the 28th, 29th?
Somewhere, yeah, it was a Sunday. It was a Sunday, yeah. And when I got the album, I was kind of like, all right, cool. I was actually with my cousin Josh when the album released, and we was like, well, all right, let's go and listen to it, right? So we put it on, we listening to it. The first song, well, not the first song, the intro, I should say, where Kanye had a lady, what's her name?
Selena Johnson.
Yeah, right, Selena, a beautiful lady. You could go and search up. Had her chanting Donda in so many different ways for about almost a minute straight. I was confused by it, and it was what's going on, like it didn't show what really going and where direction it going, but I was like, okay, I listened to it. The next song come up, and it was starting to pick up a nice vibe to me, to be honest. I was listening to it, coming down the line, going through the songs. To be honest, we didn't finish the album together because we had to leave. So and I ended up listening to it, the rest of the album at a later time. And my cousin ended up listening to it at a later time. And then we kind of talk about it. He was like, yeah, well, I didn't understand this album too much. I say, neither me. But I said to myself, you know what? I should go back and listen to it to try to figure out where he's coming from.
And let me just say this, for all who don't know why he named his album Donda, he named it after his late mother who died in 2007.
Yes. That point, that's exactly, yes. That was a beautiful thing, to name an album after your mom.
Right.
That's a beautiful thing. And so, yeah, when listening to it, I was like, I listened to it again and I realized it's more of a gospel album, if I could say that. So? It's a hip-hop gospel, but he also bring in people who not really gospel into it. I was really kind of confused with the direction he was going.
I never think about it about that.
No, but most of the songs he talking about God or having a relationship with God. Like, for example, jail, he was singing, guess who's going to jail tonight?
Yeah.
And then after he was like, God gonna post my bill tonight. You know, stuff like, there's a lot of songs we talking about God and stuff like that. But also, some of the songs he was talking about how his mental fighting, his mental thing he has, you know. He's
bipolar.
Yeah, he's diagnosed with bipolar. And he's also, you know, talking about, that's one thing I like about Kanye is because he addresses mental issues, his mental issues and his mental problems, you know, and make it. This goes back to his older album, where he talk about his mental issues as superpower.
But with this album, I find we've seen a different side of Kanye that we never saw before. Because, like you said, the other previous albums, yes, all they got a different version of Kanye, but with Donda now, I feel like he expressing himself more. Yeah,
he expressed it. But also one thing, I find the production, because he was changing it too much, like, you know, he showing it in his release party, and then after going back to change it, and then coming back out again, and then going back to change it, and come back. It was kind of like, you know, he kind of trying to force it, but it was still sounding good, it was sonically good, but it had some songs that was better. Like, for example, you see how Drake leaked the what song is this with Andre 3000?
He did.
Yeah.
Oh, yes.
That was, people are actually saying that was probably one of the best songs Kanye would have had.
You never listened to the end?
Yeah, I listened to it. He was listening. But to be honest, I rather Andre verse because it was a beautiful verse. Andre also mentioning his mother passed away, you know, in 2013, I believe. This is Andre 2000 from Outkast, guys. If you're not aware who that is, go listen to them, because if you do not know who that is, I'm sorry, but you're uncultured. But yeah. Okay, so yeah, so I was listening after, you know, I listened to that, I went back and listened to the album over and over, trying to understand Kanye. It's a good album, to be honest. Front to back is a really good album.
True.
Very well produced, you know, production wise, everything, you know, bringing all these artists and all this stuff onto it. A very well put together album, I should say. Yeah. What's your take on it? Is it a well put together album?
It is, but if I have to rate it, I'll give it like about a 9.5.
Yeah. No, I would guess that's something a little lower, probably about a 8 or 7.5. That's my take on it, to be honest. Because it's something that really felt kind of forced. You know, like he didn't
work too hard on it.
No, he worked very hard, but he wasn't letting it happen naturally. He was like, you know, trying to push too much ideas into one space, you know.
Well, that's Kanye.
That's Kanye, you know, and it kind of messed up a little bit in terms of what the impact should be. You understand what I'm saying? Because an album like this, especially if you name it after your mom,
you had to take time.
You had to take time, yeah. Because it really felt rushed. He really only do it for the month of August. Because he heard this that Drake might be dropping at the end of September.
He want to drop his own too.
And also, I have a theory on Drake's album. We'll get to that just now, guys. You know, we'll get to that just now. But yeah, sounds like Hurricane with
The Weeknd and Lil Baby,
right? That was a great song, to be honest. That's probably one of the top songs for me. I'm not going to list no top 5, guys, because I can't.
If you don't list it, I will list it.
But yeah, it was a really good put together project, to be honest. But Kanye needed to, you know, take his time with it and not try to force it. And doing 3 listening parties wasn't really a good idea, to be honest, because an album, you're supposed to give the album supposed to be something somebody not expecting not to hear, you know.
True.
They need to first time listen to it when they plug it into the speaker or from the TV or anything, or put
to get to understand it.
But hearing it over and over from the listening party, kind of, you know, people expected what it is you delivered.
But let me just say, Kanye is the only artist that I ever saw had like
a whole
listening 3 listening parties. And he's the only artist who I think have a good marketing idea.
Yeah, he really has a good marketing idea. But I also get to Drake as well, because this theory of mine is
because them listening parties.
Yeah, that was crazy. I was watching some of them.
Creativity. The man actually built his own childhood home.
That
was raw.
That was crazy. That was something else. I commend him for that. Kudos to Kanye for that kind of creativity. Not gonna lie, that was super creative of him to do. But yeah, now on to Certified Lover Boy by Drake, aka CLB. Alright, guys. Drake. To be honest,
I'll let him talk, but let me let him talk, and then I go talk.
To be honest, that album, I don't know what it was Drake was thinking when he was making this album, but I don't know. Something about Drake is just Drake is a genius, guys. Let's just put it out there. Okay, so here my theory on Drake's album, especially his album cover. So remember Drake said he wanted to drop his album in January, right?
Yes.
Remember that he gave a not sneak peek, but I noticed that the album might come in January, right? So boom. Months coming past, people keep asking when the album dropping. He's like soon, soon, soon. Now, if you check the date, he dropped it in September, right? January, February, March, April, May, June, July, August, September. How much months is that? 9 months. The album cover is pregnant ladies. Emojis are pregnant women, okay? So basically, the album represents like Drake
9 months of pregnancy.
Drake finding out that she's 9 months late. Like an album, because the album was supposed to come out in January, but it came out in September.
Okay.
You see?
Yeah.
That in itself is a marketing genius, bro. And the cover, people was hating on the cover, saying this is not that. But if you think of that theory and you put it together, having pregnant ladies, you know once they get that latex, you know once they get that text,
it's gonna be horrible.
Yeah, right. And the name itself, Certified Lover Boy, kind of coincide with that, being romantic and all those stuff, that could happen to, you get a latex 9 months after the fact, know. And then also with his, how he leaked the date on, supposedly hacked into one of those sports centers and leaked the date on that 23rd of September. That's actually how he promoted his album. It come like, the media finding out Drake having a baby right before the baby come. That's basically how it is. And when I put those puzzles together, I was like, yo, this is crazy. For somebody to think of doing that.
Well, I didn't think about that.
You see?
I didn't think about that.
I don't think much people thought about that, because to do that, that's epic. Yeah, that's genius. That's why I said Drake is a genius. You can hear Tommy all at once, but that was a genius play there. The album representing 9 months late. It's another 9 months late text. As in the album coming late, 9 months late.
Yeah.
That's his baby, that was genius. Okay, so now on to actually reviewing the album itself. Coming into the first track, I was expecting, from this album, I'm more Take Care kind of vibes, but also
Take Care.
I'm modern.
I think it was. No, because again, the album he dropped in 2013 is nothing
was the same.
Right. I find some of these songs similar.
Yeah, it had reminiscence of that. It also reminiscent of because Take Care, when you tell somebody Take Care, you tend to be a little toxic with it now, way. Like take care, baby, or take care, boo, something,
Yeah.
It have a little toxicity to the name, and that's why I think Certified Lover Boy, because that album have a lot of what people will call supposedly toxic masculinity in it. But actually, what I like about Drake is that Drake also shows allowing people to see how a man does feel. That is also a big thing about him,
But which one he actually get the name Certified Lover Boy?
I don't know. That's just something that he probably just came up with. So he probably say sometimes you're just hanging out with somebody and probably say, I'm just a certified lover boy, and then he's like, I click, I don't know. And, it's just a name that just came up to him and he was like, alright, I'll run with this. But yeah, so the first song, I actually stayed up the night to listen to it. It was a job 2 a.m. but it ended up coming out at 1 a.m. or something like that, right? So I put it on one time. I was like, okay. Like I said, I was expecting a Take Care from it, coming into it. Let me let you all guys know. Any Drake intros was always slap, always. Like, it never missed, not once. Even on Scorpion, when he dropped Survivor, just, it was great. Champagne Poetry was just an immaculately put together song.
And Girls Want Girls? Well, boy, album not for at least 3 days.
Yeah, that song is jam. Girls Want Girls.
And then we have Fair Trade featuring Travis Scott. I know you like Travis Scott too, right?
I'm a boy, Travis is my boy. I tell you, going through the album and listening to these songs, I honestly could tell you there wasn't one song that I didn't like, to be honest. I being honest here. Well, you might call me, as a super fan of this, but no. I would say if I don't like a song, there's only one song that really didn't gel properly with me, but listening to the song with the Can't Give You and what it's called again, the Bible. Yeah, it was for me. That's
I like that.
Yeah, that was saying. You never put this. That was telling you. I was listening to it more and more because the first listen, it didn't really gel with me. But listening to it more and more and more, I started to actually like it. And that's how I could say literally all the songs for me. It was just great. What your take on the album? What's your take on the album?
Well, to be honest, I find it was a little mid because as we just say, I find it some of the songs similar to his 2013 album, nothing
What's the same?
right.
What's the same?
But I know you tell me do no top 5, but if I have to do a top 5,
No, go ahead.
it will be 7 a.m. on the Brittle Parks, Fair Trade, Girls Want Girls, Love All, well, featuring Jeezy, and Fountains featuring Thames.
Thames, yeah, that song with Thames is actually good. That song with Love All with Drake and Jay-Z, I really enjoy that song because, you know,
I too.
Yeah, but that part we said never had a lot, this is all I need. People never get to this RIP, and that's really true because you see a lot of people, you know, only giving the flowers to somebody when they die. You should give you all flowers to people when they're alive, right? Like,
and I know I wasn't really expecting Jeezy on the album too, you know. But it's when Drake released all those billboards and CD quotes of New York. That is when I say,
those albums were also doing that was also genius. Putting it up on all those billboards, seeing it all over Houston, your hero on the album, and seeing Atlanta have Slime, Future, well, he said Pluto, Slime, Pluto, Savage, and Baby on the albums. Like, yeah, that's creative. That's really
Houston
creative.
is what Travis Scott.
Yeah, that's Travis Scott. That's his hometown. So it's like listening to the album going down the line. And just, you know, I was really enjoying a lot of these songs. I honestly was enjoying a lot of these songs. The song with, well, not the song with, well, yeah, the song with Future, In Too Deep. That second part when the beat switch and coming, In Too Deep. Yeah, that was really good. And then personally, one of the songs I feel it listening to. Raise My Mind. That song is just like a vibe. If you just listen to it.
You didn't have an album with Lil Wayne? Any album, a song with Lil Wayne or Rick Ross?
Yeah, that's the
well, that's the song I didn't like, nah. That had to be the lowest song on the album for me.
Nah.
I don't like.
I like that one. Rick Ross and Lil Wayne always deliver when they do verses.
They do, but
yeah. And I guess, you know,
I enjoy that song.
Yeah. That's like me with the Can't Give You An, but after I listened to it, you know, it get better and better. To be honest. They always say Drake drop an album, they always say it's not good, and then I'll come back years later to say it's a classic. Yeah, I feel this is one of the albums that will do that because they did it with views.
Plus people keep talking about it.
Yeah.
It's something to talk about.
That is something to talk about, like what we're doing right now, we're talking about it. You know, CLB, to be honest, CLB was really good for me. I enjoyed it. I'm still enjoying it a lot. I probably wake up nearly every day and just put it on because of how I enjoy it. Don't call me a super fan, I just like the music a lot. I kind of am a super fan. If I meet Drake, I will.
If only actually get to know him. When I tell you this boy love Drake, well, no homo, but when I tell you he love Drake, love Drake.
Yeah, and he's my favorite artist. And I wouldn't lie for that. He is my favorite artist, and that's why I critique him as much as possible because it really and truly. He has some songs, you know, that could have been done better. I wouldn't lie for that. But a lot of these things he says in his songs are relatable to me. And I'm talking the money part. I'm talking about what he's going through mentally, you know, his feelings wise, and dealing with certain situations. Because to be honest, I've dealt with some situations that he talked about in this album, and it's really, you know, it's something that, you know, when you realize an artist talking about the things you're going through, that just make you want to listen to them more. And I just get that from Drake, to be honest. I get that from him a lot.
For me, I think Drake rub off as, like, I don't want to think it off harsh, but I find he rub off, like, as a toxic person, you know, like how some of these females does be, right? I find he's so I find that toxic behavior came into the album.
Well, yeah, I think that's the point of the album, you know, Certified Lover, but it's a fancy word I was saying, I can't say the word all right, but like, you know, he's got an F-boy, basically. That's basically what Certified Lover Boy is, but a little more romantic with the words. And yeah, it's a genius thing he did there. He kind of said it in a smart way, but also making them sound more romantic. But a lot of these things he says in his songs are what people would consider toxic masculinity. but also he also talks about male feelings and what we feel and stuff like that, but don't talk about. And he giving the forward for, hey, if I could talk about it, might as well go with it. And people that's attacking for being not say
being too honest.
So say, oh, he too soft, oh, Drake crybaby. Nah, I would have been a crybaby if I was making Drake money. I would have said as a crybaby too. I do business about that. And the man is the biggest artist in the world. Nobody could really take that from him right now, because his album myself was going on pace. It says 600K first week.
I think it's first, in 24 hours. No, but not even 24 hours. I think it's all about like 100 and something million streams.
You see?
Yeah. And then he come followed by a next 100 and something million streams.
Crazy numbers. Come on.
I know it wasn't even 48 hours. I should tell you.
That's crazy.
He have a true fan base.
Crazy numbers. If you could put up that crazy numbers, you have to be one of the best, and you can't really take it away from him,
Yeah.
I wouldn't argue and say he's the best of all time. I would never say that, because I grew up in a different generation, the people before. Because people will come and say, no, Biggie, Jay-Z, Tupac was the best. And I wouldn't disagree. I would just say that Drake was the best in my generation. If you understand what I'm saying.
And to be honest, the album's so good. I'm still trying to learn lyrics and all kind of thing. And the album, it come out what? 2 days, 3 days, 4 days ago?
A couple days ago.
Still trying to remember some of the lyrics. I can tell you how good it is.
Yeah, it's a really good project. Well put together. To be honest, I would give it a rating of 9 out of 10. Like I said, it have some of the songs could have done a little more work on it, or change up. I also wanted them to put a song he didn't release, but actually, the song TSU, that's a song that was a snippet of it was leaked.
Sure.
Like a while back, like when I said a long time ago.
And plus it also had,
he bring it and put it on here.
Not even a couple days ago, it had like a little controversy behind it, because he gave, I'm not going to call no names, but he gave a certain artist, we just call it, he gave a certain artist, oh gosh, let me just say homage. He gave the artist a little homage on it.
Homage, yeah. He pay a homage to somebody. As you think, Drake, a lot of Drake stuff is actually, he pay a lot of homage to a lot of people. But he also, in that song with Lil Wayne and
Rick Ross,
yeah, he actually did some Swiss beat.
Ooh, I didn't hear about that.
You have to listen to it.
But I didn't even know they had a beef though.
Something Swiss Beats did, and Drake felt like, he had to respond. I ain't get him wrong. And the thing is, Drake and Swiss Beats have a song together. And he was using that words, you fancy, huh?
I ain't trying to be biased, but who's Swiss Beats?
That's Alicia Keys' husband.
Well, I know, but we're already trying to say, who doesn't listen to Swiss Beats?
To be honest. But he's more of a producer than anything, He don't really have music songs like that, per se. But he's more a producer on that side. Well, he's a good producer. I wouldn't take that away from him. Kanye is also a very good producer, though.
Yes.
And that's the only thing they could probably say they have over Drake as being a producer. But when you have a producer like 40, you don't want nobody else, You
want nobody else.
You don't want nobody else. And then boy one in your corner. You don't really want nobody else, to be honest. Come on. That is why I get Drake with it. Drake don't need to be a producer because he have 40. And 40 is one of the best producers. One of the best song engineers, if you're being honest. Him and Boy Wonder, when the both of them touch a track, come on, masterclass, right? And that's why I will always give them that props, that OVO camp, that whole OVO camp.
But I think what they're doing, the album was top tier. It
was top tier. So Wayne, Donda and
CLB.
Certified Lover Boy. I personally, this is my bias, I will put Certified Lover Boy over Donda, because I do relate to Drake music a little more than I would Kanye's. But
for me now, Donda first and CLB after.
Yeah.
As I say, you have your own preference, but I back in my uncle. Who know Kanye is my uncle,
And Byron, I know Drake is your uncle too, bro, but yeah. But yeah, those two albums, don't get me wrong,
it was great.
Very good albums, both very good. The top contenders for album of the year. But I mean J. Cole as well. J. Cole album was really good, but that was earlier this year. But still, those are the contenders for the year. Now we just have to wait for Kendrick Lamar.
We waiting.
We wait till Kendrick just
I
drop that
really hype for
album.
the album.
Just drop
to be
that
honest.
album, yeah. That's all you have to do, Kendrick. Just drop it, bro. Just drop it. We waiting on you. You know, Kendrick Lamar actually, I don't know, I remember his family. I don't know if it's his nephew or his cousin or a guy called Baby Keem. Alright, he's dropping an album as well, but he has Kendrick Lamar as one of the features. He have a single with Kendrick Lamar and stuff like that.
Good.
I was like, yeah. No, he's really a good artist. If you all want to go check him out, go check out Baby Keem, listen to his music, and you know, he have a song with Travis Scott called Do Rag Activity.
Well, now I have
Not
something
bad,
new
yeah.
to listen to because I never really heard of him.
Yeah, well, see, I could put you all onto music. You know what I shall do? From now on, I'm gonna have a segment where I'm gonna be discussing music for you all. You know, put you all onto new artists and talk about it as well. You know, I'm gonna do that. All right,
Okay.
guys. So you could thank me, thank me for that down the road, and I know I can put you all onto good music or taste of it is. You know, if you have an artist you want to put me onto, you could send me the artist and I will listen to them. And maybe do a review as well. I could do all of that, you know, hopefully in the future, all of that. That's the plan, to do as much as I can.
Yeah.
You dig?
Oh, and the next thing too, I realized like some people having a tendency of bashing both rappers. All they had to understand, like Kanye and Drake are two different
People,
persons.
yeah. With two different topics. One is more about the mental health, and
Right.
the other one's about how a man feeling is expressed. A man's
And they
feelings
have
expressed.
two different types of song, music, artistry, you name it. They are two different persons.
Two different
You gotta
people,
understand
yeah.
that.
That's the important thing. That's the important thing there. Stop going on the internet and bashing. Oh, he better. Oh, he better. Oh, he trash. You know, don't do that. That does nothing for the argument. All that makes it look like is just you are not an intellectual person. It makes you look stupid, basically.
Yeah.
So it's not worth it. You rather just, you know, if you want to make a comment, make an honest, critical comment about it. Be like, okay, I didn't like this part of the song, or I didn't like this part of the album. He could have done this X, Y, and Z. That's all. You don't have to come and say trash, because I know most of people who say not
we all
just
know everybody
attention,
entitled to their opinion, but oh
Yeah.
gosh.
But I think most people who do it now are just, you know, clout chasing, looking for attention, trying to be the top comment. It's a whatever thing, you know. It's not really important, to be honest. What you all say don't really matter to most of those artists anyways. Because they will still do what they want to do.
True.
Because at the end of the day, they already know they have a fan base who will listen to them and who will enjoy their music. And that's who they really cater for. They don't really cater for the haters. But like they always say, if you have no haters, you ain't popping. French Montana, okay, guys? If you ain't got no haters, you ain't popping.
And it's the same haters who listening to the album giving them money. So
yeah.
basically point out they complaining for and how
yeah.
they putting money in the bank. So
For real, like, come on. It really makes no sense fighting among these artists and saying who's better than who, because they both came out with really great albums, really good bodies of work, and the album covers were genius in a sense. Like I said, Drake, if you're, you know, that theory is just wild. I don't know if it's true. Maybe if it's true, then I just, you know, probably yeah. It sounds like it's true, more true than anything. Yeah? Who knows? But if it's true, man, Drake, holla at me. Somebody tell Drake, holla at me if that's true. Let me get the report and see if it's actually, you know, the right thing. Like I'm making sense, you know. But yeah, that two of those albums by two of the greatest artists of our generation, really good, top of the line. If you haven't listened to it yet, please go take a listen and enjoy good music.
yes.
You did.
Continue to stream Donda, please.
And certified lover boy, don't push your artists and then, you know, can't be doing me that, boy. I tell you now, I executive produced the album, you know, my name on the credits, you know, we're doing you're gonna produce that, you're gonna talk about, you're gonna push your Donda more than I push my CLB. Nah, come on. But anyways, yeah.
I support the fam.
But yeah, use our West.
I don't West.
And that means if you use our West, I'm a Ovio, I'm a Graham.
Even name a dog after him.
For real?
Yeah.
Your dog name is Kanye West?
After his son, Saint.
Saint.
Yeah, Saint.
That's actually cool. And I haven't named anybody after Drake, you know. I just being real with you. But maybe if I have a dog, I'll probably name him Drake or Aubrey or something like that, you know. That's cool. So alright, so on to the next topic. Dylan, like we were saying before, you're a chef, right?
Yes.
What made you want to be a chef?
Well, I had a bigger mums. She really taught me a lot. Like, you know, every time coming home from school, you want something to eat. She'll whip up something in the kitchen. I'll be right next to her observing. So that's where it all starts from there. And that's how I got a passion for cooking.
That's actually thing, yeah. You know, mom's in the kitchen cooking the top. That's a beautiful side. That's make you really fall in love with it. I being honest.
It's a craft.
Yeah, it's a craft. And I just fall in when I see my mommy cook too. I just want to watch my mommy cook. I just like, mommy, we're cooking. I'm going to the kitchen and just watch. Yeah, it's a nice feeling, especially when I was younger. Yeah. To just go and see mommy. And it's actually like science to you, know, when you're watching it, it's science.
It is a science when you're developing new flavors, certain different ingredients, and
it's just amazing. Cooking is an amazing thing, guys, really and truly. So now that you're established what made you want to do cooking, what are your intentions or goals with cooking? What do you want to be, per se?
Well, I wanted to be a chef. But before that, okay, I was doing my certificate in hotel school, right? And then I said I would have wanted to do my degree to become a chef. But school closed down, and then I had a backup plan, so now I'm going to do business management, and hopefully when I get into the Coast Guard, then I will continue to pursue cooking.
That's actually good, you know. That's actually great. But even so, you have to continue practicing, you know, practice your hand, so you know you get better and better. So when they go into it, and people taste your food now, but getting A's right across the
don't be buying food all the time. KFC is not good food all the time.
Yeah, it's not good food.
Pick up a knife, get some tomatoes, fix up.
What's your favorite dish to cook? What's your favorite? Yeah.
My favorite.
Or what do you enjoy making, basically?
I have to say shrimp thai.
Shrimp thai? I don't know what's that, you know.
Shrimp thai, and then, well, followed by, everybody can make a basic Alfredo. Yeah.
You explain to me what shrimp thai, I don't know.
Shrimp thai. Yeah. Right. So you get the shrimp, well, we all right. You get the shrimp, boil it, and then you use some garlic, ginger, then you use butter, then you cut up your little vegetables, carrot, cauliflower, broccoli, and you saute that in a pan. Well, you cook the shrimp first, and then saute the vegetables into the sauce, and then add in a little extra ingredients, like if you have paprika, black pepper, garlic powder, those type of stuff, and then add in the shrimp, and you're good to go. Shrimp thai.
I hope you all take notes, because that's a whole recipe he just gave you all. I probably might try that recipe too. But yeah, that sounds delicious, man. Like
it is.
And you cook it well for occasions, you know, like family gatherings or stuff like that.
Family nah. I just cook it for my grandmother most of the time.
Most of the times, granny love your cooking, right?
Yeah.
I wish my family could love my cooking. Them just breaks to try my food. I just feel offended, you know. The only person who's really be willing to try my food is my auntie. Shout out to Auntie Carla, yeah. Thank you, Auntie, for trying my food. I appreciate it. You know, and she's giving feedback and tell me, okay, maybe I should take out a little bit, take out of this, or add this, or this, you know.
True.
It's good feedback. All feedback is good feedback.
True.
Yeah.
And when I cooking too, well, you know how grandparents is, they don't like too much salt and all kind of things. So that means I had to substitute some salt, and then a lot of work when I'm dealing
with these food and some cooking food and stuff like that. So if somebody younger than you or somebody older, I don't know. Just generalizing. If somebody wants to get into cooking and stuff, what advice can you give them into doing this?
Well, I would say, well, always have a passion. Have a passion for cooking, have a passion for your craft, be patient, never give up.
Yeah, never give up. You see that, guys? As long as you find, you know, like I said, cooking is science, art. It's experimental. You have to take your time, you know.
And one more thing, you have to love what you do. Because if you don't love what you do, then what is the point?
Yeah, because they say the greatest ingredient of food is love, right? They say that, right? Yeah, so when you cook it, you have to take your time, make sure, you know, take your time, be patient with it. You can't expect your first meal to come out the best of the best. Yeah. I mean, sometimes if you're good enough, it might happen, but you could probably improve it and make it even better the second time.
True.
That is all. You gotta keep doing stuff like that, you know, to better yourself, to, you know, make food more or less into not just a hobby, but more into a life.
True. Know? Because the first time I didn't really cook. I ended up baking first. That's the first time I ever touched a stove or anything like that. and your boy forget to add the flour, the thing come out like gelatin.
I didn't even know how to picture that. So.
The thing come out shaking it like jello.
But first time I cooked something. This was a long time ago. I was in New York, so and my grandparents wanted. What is it called? It wasn't, you know, chop up vegetables, anything like that. It's probably pack, right? And they wanted, it was like a what is it called? A linguine or some kind of thing like that.
Yeah. The pasta.
Yeah. And I tried cooking it. And I do shrimp with it as well. There's me now trying to learn how to cook at my grandmother. Just tell me what to do and tell me go in the kitchen and cook it for she and my grandfather. So I was like, what kind of thing they trying to set me up with here? She's like, no, you had to learn how to cook. So I was like, okay, Granny. Yeah. It's like, all right, cool. Because the only thing I really know how to cook was like egg and simple and breakfast and things. So when the time I make that, I was like, what? All right, cool. So I think I whip it up. They had a stew. What's called a stew? A stir, what is called a stir fry pot? A wok, yeah.
Right.
Yeah, they have one of that. So I just dump everything in it, cut up little put my green peppers in it, show some tomatoes, everything. I just mixing it up.
Stir fry that.
Yeah, and I just stir fry it and just like, you know, the shrimp come up together. And then what I end up doing is cheese as well. And I'm putting like Parmesan cheese on top of it. And
you can't be cooking pasta without cheese.
Cheese, yeah, come on. I was like, all right, cool. I didn't try it. I didn't try it myself. I take the food and I take it to them. They eat it. I say, yeah, it was good. But like up to this day, they didn't give my honest thing. But when I taste the food after them, I know it was horrible. I know my grandparents were just lying to me, you know, to just
they didn't want to say their face.
Yeah, I was like, because it was in winter time, so the food get a little cold faster as well.
Right.
So. But it was like, yeah, it is good. Oh, I know it never tastes good, so they couldn't. They just wanted to, you know, make me feel good or something. Yeah. But yeah. But still, guys, even if you had bad experiences like that, still try. You know, you never know what you could cook.
Continue developing that craft.
Yeah, I know. When I cook pasta, I actually make a very good pasta. I wouldn't lie for that. My pastas actually taste good. After that, I just say, no, start to make it and get better at it. But I don't want to
try on.
Yeah. Hopefully, but I don't want to be no chef or anything. I just saying, but I like cooking. I end up, you know, again, I like it, especially how I've been home for the quarantine and couldn't really buy outside, so I end up getting you know, a thing for it. I like cooking now. I could actually say that. So, you know. So yeah, anything else you wanna add about cooking or being a chef?
To be honest, well, being a chef, it's time consuming. You gotta have the patience for it. It's really time consuming and you can break it up. And basically, yeah, that's it.
Alright guys, so you heard this from Dylan himself. You know, a future best chef in the world. I put in a title on it.
Yeah, right.
You know, because when you're gunning for something, you had a gun for it at full speed, full power. Exactly. You know? No hesitation, no holding back. You gotta go full speed for it. So I know hopefully one day I a big fancy 5-star restaurant and I call and say, hey, you want to see the...
Let's pull through.
Yeah, pull through. I come and eat the best meal, you know, the top. Buy the top wine for me, everything, you know. Get my top shelf, everything. I paid for it. Yeah, top quality, you know. And as it goes, all of us have to, you know, reach our goals and our potentials, you know.
We must.
As we strive and our passions is what will make us
greater.
Yeah. We have to turn our passions into our lives, our livelihood, and make it big. Not just do it small, just make it big. And you know,
don't ever say you can't.
Don't ever say you can't. Yeah, like since we on the topic of music, another song with Justin Bieber and Jaden. I will never. I will fire. No, I'm not going to sing the rest of the song. Yeah, but yeah, as those words say, never say never. Keep going. You know. That's just the message for today too. And again, guys, go listen to both Donda and CLB. Enjoy the album. I also want to let y'all know, I'm going to do more. Like I said earlier on, I'm going to do more music reviews, album reviews. So stay tuned for that as well. Also, you know, keep it with the TikTok and all that. Follow me on the Instagram. I'll also leave a link to Dylan's Instagram as well. You know, that's where I keep the Instagram updated. You know, keep in touch with everyone. You all could follow it. All those links will be at the bottom in the description. So go follow all of those things, guys.
Like, comment, and subscribe.
Do all of that. Do all of that, you know. Just I hope you all guys enjoy. One more thing as well. Please guys, make sure to take care of yourself, eat healthy, exercise, you know. If you can't exercise, you know, do a little push-ups here and there, you know. Just
And
eat healthy.
please adhere to the COVID protocols.
Yeah. Go sanitize, you know.
Wear your mask.
All that, you know, guys. Just make sure you keep yourself safe basically in these trying times. And also find out what your passion is. Do that, find out what your passion is and pursue it with all your heart. Yeah, alright guys, so without further ado, I would like to thank Dylan for coming on the show today.
And thank you for having me.
It was a pleasure, man. Hopefully one day in the future again we can do it. Probably when we bigger, you know, how we think again, you know, or even sooner than that while, you know, like a progress, you know, like how things going again, you know, an update. Alright guys, so thank you for tuning into the Passionfruit Podcast. I am Isaiah, your host again. So please like, comment, share, subscribe, hit that notification bell so you'll be updated for when further content drops, guys. Without further ado, peace out.